the Eve and the Alphas. I'll take this one because yeah. Even the Alphas was a waste of time. Gave us and also like there was an episode with Live Free, Try Hard, where I feel they just took one giant bash at Twilight, and some of it was funny. I do actually know Twilight and watch it, so whatever, and I used to laugh at it. Whatever. I love all science fiction and supernatural things except, the boring stuff. But, anyway.
No, you're confusing us.
Anyway.
I like it all with the boring stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure you do. But anyway, where you get to meet one of the Alphas. I think this is the only time you actually meet one of the Alphas. And you get to kind of see their perspective, but again, rushed and pointless. And then you meet Eve, and the actress wasn't bad playing her, but again, rushed. It was too easy. She's supposed to be, the mother of all. I think that would have been, what Sarah Gamble originally said she wanted was to go back to the monsters, to get away from the angels and demons, which is fine. I'm fine with that. You can still have angels, like Cass, involved.
Apparently not.
And made her the big bad. It would have been more like a homage to the original season. She's the big bad. She has nothing to do with God, nothing to do with devil. That would have been fine. But no, it was rushed. She couldn't make up her mind. She wanted everything to be about Sam, but she needs something to fight for.
She threw everything at season 6 with the kitchen sink, as they say.
It's just kind of thrown to the side. Ellen comes back on one of the better episodes of this season.
Oh yeah, and my heart will go on.
And she has a random relationship. I know. She has a random relationship with Bobby in this.
Yeah.
Insinuating that would have won something there. That I just feel was thrown out of the water. But I was happy.
They were the same age, around-ish.
I know.
Other than that, it makes no sense.
Exactly. And they're like, oh, I want them to be together. But there were funny lines about Titanic in that. And Balthazar was one of my favorite moments with them. And, but yeah, like I said, it was thrown aside and you kind of forget about it. And it's just really random. And I don't know why. Meg comes back in one of my favorite moments, my favorite moment she will ever have.
Oh, yeah.
With one of my favorite one-liners ever happening. And Cass yells, brilliant, deadpan. Like, when Cass is funny, he's funny. And this
Cass
is funny.
brings the funny.
I learned it from the freaking Pizza Man with Epic. And that kiss was hottest kiss
Cass's
ever.
first on-screen kiss, and it was with Meg. I told you they had great interaction, and they totally made out, and it was awesome. The kiss was awesome. Meg's reaction was awesome. Sam and Dean's reactions were awesome.
Your face was so Becky right there when you said awesome. I'm just saying.
I am Cass's Becky. How about that?
But there was 2 episodes that kind of stuck out. Frontierland was really fun.
Yeah.
They get to be cowboys.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And you get to see some of the old Dean back in that episode. The Dean that used to have fun.
The Dean we all love.
Before the weight of the world crushed
and
him.
It was
an
awesome. Yeah, you got to see a somewhat interesting demon, though you kind of wonder why is all the monsters can be human form, but whatever.
Because they don't have a budget, that's why.
Yeah. And, but then the most famous episode, and the reason why this season
is worth it
in every single possible.
Ben Edlund. Thank you.
We love you.
We love you so much.
I kind of want you to be the season runner. I'm just saying.
We do. Just tell me what you need. Tell me what needs to be done to make it happen. I'll do it, and no one will know it was me.
Exactly, except this video. Was the French Mistake.
Oh, the French Mistake. Brilliant!
Oh my god, the French Mistake.
It was so freaking funny. We got Eric Kripke in the episode. Robert Singer in the episode.
Even their driver in the episode.
Oh yeah, and Jen was back in the episode as herself.
Genevieve, and I loved it, and I just love I don't know why it's when she's like, the alpaca, it is the greenest animal. And I'm just like, what? And the pictures.
Oh yeah, how Jared's got these paintings of himself everywhere.
Yeah, somehow Jared Padalecki is like uber rich in this reality.
Yeah.
And evidently Jensen has some spending issues, but Jared of a bad acting, and when he did there's
the
key
there must be a
lock.
Jared Padalecki is so good.
There.
Jared Padalecki is so good at comedy. He is so good at comedy.
Yes.
He's the best part of the comedy episodes. He killed it in that scene.
Oh my god.
His hands when he was like, We have no other choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's so tall, and there's limbs everywhere, and just when he's kind of swinging and moving, it's so awesome.
Oh, and it just, and then also, I want to mention this side note, the small little bit of humor that because at first you always see Jared and he's hilarious in the scene, but if you also notice in that scene, Misha's there, and there's a makeup chick.
Oh yeah,
and he's like, okay, get out of my way.
Like,
basically,
like action, he's like out of the way.
Exactly, and it's hilarious, and there's subtlety to the episode too. It's not just slapstick crap, but yeah.
And there's definitely in jokes for the fans.
Exactly,
who would know who Robert Singer is and all that stuff,
and know who all of them are.
Yeah,
and I mean, I even knew the guy that's driving them. That is the name of their driver.
Yeah, yeah. They told stories about him.
And I know I know what their driver's actually like, and I was even like, his driver's not really like that, but I mean, you just knew. I
just want to say I loved the depiction of Eric Kripke. Because when Misha Collins gets killed, which is hard to watch, even though it's not, and he's like, so dude, Misha, right? Wow.
It's to Bobby Singer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Robert Singer, and he's like, yeah, Misha's like, oh yeah, that's horrible. Oh my god, the rating. Yeah, I know, right? But it's horrible.
I know, it got front page Variety. Wow, but tragic.
And yeah, it's horrible. And Misha's death scene, where he's like sobbing.
He's like, I'm not fine.
And his sweaters, and I'm like, Misha would wear sweaters.
I know, and then the homeless guy calls him the attractive crying man.
Exactly, and all of this, I mean, some of them were portrayed as like not very good people, and all of us. We were solid in the fact that we knew these people weren't really like that.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it bugged us when they're like, but they don't get along, Jensen and Jared. A lot of the fans were like emailing people like, but I heard that they do get along.
Yeah.
They do get along,
I honestly think that was put in to drive the brotherly aspect home, Because I thought that was a nice moment from Sam saying that he wanted to go back because they weren't brothers there,
Exactly. And it was also to insinuate how on a lot of shows actors don't get along.
Yeah, how they're basically divas, which is a normal thing when.
Though Supernatural for all of us is like one big giant party we never want to leave.
Yeah.
They all love each other. You'll see pictures of them being like, hey, I'm hanging out with so and so, and
even though they've never had a scene together.
I know some people they're like, you don't know them, and yet I have a picture of Richard Speight leaning on Brock Kelly's shoulder.
Yeah, and the Richard and Nat friendship is so weird.
It's so epic. It's slightly flashy, but whatever.
Go for it, yeah.
I know, they're both awesome.
And that part at the end when the demon starts shooting and there's that one guy who's casually ducking out of the way, like whatever.
And if you listen to the commentary, they do kind of explain it. So,
yeah, because a lot of people were wondering,
that.
who was that? Was that supposed to be a supernatural guy? And they're like, no, he's the guy who handles everything.
Exactly. Season 6 did have a finale, and it ended with Castiel, with all the souls, and then like, oh snap, and which gave us all of fans some really good material, though, with Godstiel.
Oh yeah, Godstiel.
How we bowed down to Godstiel.
Oh, that was a
in the
fun
name of Godstiel,
summer.
I smite thee.
I belong to the Church of Castianity.
Yes, exactly.
What was the Castiel prayer that we found?
Oh.
I can't remember how it all went, but there were some funny lines. It was like the Lord's Prayer, but with supernatural words like, forgive those who sassy as we forgive those who incest against us.
Exactly.
It
was awesome, but the season ends and gets really close, and you're like, oh crap. How are we going to get out of this?
Shaking and crying.
And then it leads us to the Leviathan in season 7, which I'm thinking actually, if cynical slasher over here, I'm thinking about doing a mid-season 7 update.
Do not like season 7.
I'm not crazy about it, but there is some notable things we need to talk about, and these videos wouldn't be as long if I'm going to do a mid-season update.
I want Cass.
I might end up having to be solo on this.
I want Cass!
Bye. See you all. It's been
Bye.
Reels. Season 6. I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah,
I yell at
my... change it.
I talk to my television every week and try to tell them, but they don't listen. So what am I going to do? Yeah.